Okay, we're talking about the forming stage of a team. Now, let me say, as I said last time, every team, no matter how long they've been together, is continuously in the forming stage. So what happens is the place that forming is really critical is in meetings. And you know, they call meetings the black hole of the workplace. How many out there can raise their hand and say, oh, I can't wait to get to another meeting? I'm counting out there. I saw 2 hands go up out of hundreds. Most of us go into meetings and we groan a lot and we walk out and we say, well, that was a waste of time. Not when the team is aligned, not when you're coming together with a lot of good feeling and some playfulness. So here's the idea. You have to have certain standards that you're going to all agree to. One is being on time. I've worked with so many companies where stragglers would come in, people would leave, people are over on the side talking about whatever, the meeting starts, and it's really disjointed. Now, one of the agreements is that you give a 5-minute pause. So if it's to start at 9, give a little room. Okay, if people are still walking in at 5 after, that's okay. But after that, the agreement is it's okay to even lock the door. So I'm going to tell you the story about a team, a high-level leadership team. They had made the agreement, except one person on this team felt he was the superhero, kind of a spoiled brat type guy who wanted to do what he wanted to do when he wanted to do it. He was a rebel. He was constantly pushing the river of showing up on time. And the director, the leader of this team, the vice president, she really didn't like conflict. So, okay, he came in at 10 after, he came in at quarter after, everybody else was there and sitting in their seats by 5 after. Now, I want you to know that impacts everybody. So if you don't make a statement at some point, you're going to lose validity, and the forming stage of the team is going to be meaningless, and you will not get alignment. What happened was, finally one day, I had been working with this team for 6 or 7 months, and she called. I was in my car, and she said, it's 5 after 9. I said, and? I knew what she was going to say. He's not here yet. And I said, and? You know, sometimes good coaches simply say and a lot to get their point across. She said, I guess I should lock the door or not let him in. I said, is that the agreement or not? She said, absolutely. I said, are you going to do it or not? She said, but he's got a lot of friends in high places in this company. I don't know if I have the courage to do it. I said, well, you've got 11 other people sitting there watching to see if you will stay aligned with what you think. Anyway, she that day had the courage. She literally clicked, locked the door. And within minutes there was a knock on the door. And as she told me later, she went over, opened the door. He was ready to barge in. She said, I'm sorry, you can't come to the meeting. You know the agreement. And he sputtered and he walked away. I was still in my car. I had known what the time sequence was, and I thought, I'll bet you I get a call within the next 10 minutes. Well, it took 2. And he called to talk about what a terrible boss she was. How dare she do this? He got caught in traffic, on and on and on. So I said to him, open-ended question, what is your intention? What are you going to do about this? And he said, I'm calling HR. I said, to what purpose? You know the agreement. He said, I don't care, Sylvia, I'm doing it. I said, go for it. He did. There was a meeting. I mean, obviously he was wrong. It took all the spinal cord strength that this gal had to stand up to this man and say, if you're not there for meetings, you don't need to be on the team. What happened was he was at the next one on time. And that was good. So that was progress. But here's the key. It was the rest of the team that really began to show up because they felt she really was saying what she meant and they could move forward. So agreements made in the beginning need to continuously be underlined and accepted if you're going to move into really a team that works well. More next time.